So today we are perusing skincaretalk.com and I'm finding some very interesting things. I came here mostly looking for like some before and after photos, and I got pretty deep into this post. Yeah, I'm like 11 pages into it. Not really where I thought I was going to start, but it just basically caught my attention, so I thought I would turn on the camera. And so we're talking about, injections. And so someone did an update about getting their 10th injection at a wellness clinic. Basically, according to them, I was receiving 4,000 grams, 4 grams of glutathione and 5 grams of vitamin C. So that's 4,000 milligrams of glutathione and 5,000 milligrams of vitamin C. I was doing 2 injections per week, and on the days I wasn't doing the injections, I would supplement with both liposomal glutathione and vitamin C. I wasn't using any topicals, nor was I really exfoliating with any chemicals. The results, nothing. So guys, this is after 10 injections. The only positive I noticed was I had more energy. The negative is I'm $1,200 down. I keep getting breakouts even though I'm drinking more than enough water, and I now have these bumps on the inside of my arm from the injections that make me look like a junkie. My suggestion is use your topicals like all of them YouTubers do. Maybe once the topicals lighten you, glutathione may be able to maintain you. And someone else is just replying to that, which brand are you using of the IVs? You haven't seen not even a slight glow. I'm starting my IV next week. So far I've been using the pills, but I don't know how effective they are because I use other pills as well. Trying to see what she's saying. Since it's from a wellness clinic, what they inject, I don't know. All I know is it comes from a compounding pharmacy that the wellness clinic buys from. I think I may have seen a slight glow, but it wasn't worth $1,200. And it wouldn't be worth me spending an additional $1,200. If you watch the YouTube videos of glutathione users, you realize that they aren't just using glutathione, they're using topicals. They push that glutathione work in order to get endorsements from glutathione companies. Glutathione may help maintain your skin after lightening, but straight glutathione skin, especially if you are a darker individual, no. If it doesn't work, I'm going to assume I'll take 1 to 2 years. I don't have that kind of money for IVs that long. I just honestly wanted to know for sure if glutathione worked without topicals. So if we go back up into her post, she had said something like she's getting 2 injections, and she had been like on her 10th injection, so she's doing 2 injections a week, and she's had 10 so far. So she's only been doing this for like about a month and 1 week. So like now that I think of it, like that really isn't enough time. But the more I read about, well, she's talking about injections. So to me, because like the other girl started talking about IVs, to me they're like kind of different. I've never had either, but in my mind I feel like one may be more potent. I could be completely wrong. I guess it just depends on how many milligrams they're taking, but like the YouTubers that I've seen do the injections, they seem to have great results. And I mean, to me, as a person who's never had IVs or injections, I would probably go for injections, just because like I've seen other people get it, and so I feel like I'm more, I guess I have more faith or more confidence in it. But after reading like more and more information on people just not getting the results that they thought, it's like, even if I was getting 2 injections or 2 IVs a week, which I thought that was like, that's pretty aggressive, plus she's still also taking liposomal glutathione and vitamin C, it's like I would still have to do that for months on end. So even if I were to shell out the money for that, which like in my head, like I would like to like one day try it, I think I would only do that approach maybe like around the 1 year mark of doing the glutathione on my own, because honestly before then I don't know, I think just the longer you're on the glutathione and doing it the cheaper way, the more it's going to build up in your blood. So by the time you can shell out like $1,200 for basically just only 10 shots, like at least then you'd be, I guess, more likely to see results. This is purely theoretical. Like I said, I've never done this, but to me, I'm getting like, it's changing my mind on what I thought I wanted in the future. Like I thought I wanted to get into IVs or injections, but now it's just like, okay, maybe I should just continue what I'm doing. And if I'm having issues, because we all get impatient. I get impatient. So if I'm getting impatient, then double the dose or take more. So for any of those of you who are like, are just starting your routine on glutathione, you know, I think this is interesting because, like, you know, this girl, obviously she's only been doing it for a month and 1 week, so like that's nothing, but also like I think it's good just like to compare everyone's regimen and what they're doing. Like she said, no one is just doing glutathione, and I wouldn't just do glutathione. I'm sorry, I don't just purely believe in glutathione at all. I like the SHE glutathione body peel, though I am on these forums, I'm starting to look into other body peels just to see what else is out there, because I don't have experience with any of these other body peels, only because the SHC glutathione body peel, like they always sell it in bulk, so like you can't just go buy 1 or 2 bottles, like, or you'd have to like email them, ask them, and you know, just see where it goes from there. But yeah, I think the more dramatic results are definitely using kind of aggressive topicals. Definitely like the topicals I get from Naturally Me by Karen, those are definitely way better than any topical that I've put together myself. And like at one time I was using, like, I had bought maybe close to like 7 or 8, 9 different types of like extracts and like licorice root and serums and things like that to make my own. And you know, for me it's just like, was it worth trying all that when I could just, you know, buy it from someone else who actually knows what they're doing? And then, you know, my skin, like, you know, starts peeling when I use her stuff, and so it's like, I know it's potent and it's like handmade. Some of this other stuff, like some of these girls on here, like they're using this brand called Dodo. It looks like a hair care product at first, but it's like a lightening lotion, and it's just like, honestly, I don't know how much faith I would have in that. If I can find a picture of Dodo, I'll put it up here. So I was like, what are they talking about? What's Dodo or doo-doo? But I mean, I guess I have more trust or more faith in like natural stuff and like not commercialized, just thrown together ingredients. But I don't know. It's just, it's completely changing my mind on what I thought was like the best and what might actually just be the best. And in this case, it's just like a whole butt ton of glutathione. So it's like a mega dose. And I'm wondering now, because you know, a lot of these celebrities and a lot of these people with like money to spend, they're not really talking about, when they are doing these IVs, how much are they actually getting? Because to me, and this is me being a little conspiratory, I don't know, but I kind of feel like they are taking massive doses of glutathione in their IVs or in their injections, and just way more than the average. Like most of these girls are like only taking like 2,000 milligrams or less of glutathione when they're getting their IVs or when they're getting their shots. And so I'm wondering if, like, you know, these people who are like out in front of cameras and stuff like that, who have the money to do this, if they're like taking, if not double but triple that at a time when they're getting, you know, their results. Because I don't know, it just doesn't seem like a lot of ordinary people are having that drastic of a change. But it also could be because a lot of ordinary people don't stick with it, because like this girl's ready to throw in the towel and she's only been doing it for 5 weeks. But I could see why, because like that's pretty expensive for like $1,200 and it's only been 5 weeks. Like I see why. But I don't know, just food for thought. Started like I said, I'm gonna have to look into like some of the topicals that they're talking about, because a lot of them I'm not familiar with, just to like see like what's in it. Someone said, I'm sorry it didn't work for you and you had to waste $1,200. That's a lot to not see results. I know it takes a few months to see any changes, but I would expect to see some form of brightening or motivation. You're right, they are using topicals. There's this girl on YouTube, glowing plump skin, as if she's using glutathione along with topicals as well. She didn't say that's what she uses, but I'm assuming based on her color. Okay, so someone watched the video and they said, yeah, she's using tomatoes to lighten the skin. Yeah, tomatoes have like a lot of that acid in them. There's lots of different mixtures you could do with it, but I don't want to rub tomatoes on my skin. Some people have no chill, but her skin looks really lovely. Someone says the foolery that's going on, like, why is she lying? I suspect a cream plus glutathione IV. Yeah, that's another thing. It's like with these clinics, like a part of me doesn't want to buy my own IVs or my own shots online just for the fear of it not being completely potent, but another part of me doesn't entirely trust like the clinic's brand, because like they're asking, hey, which brand were you using that you haven't even seen a glow, and like she said, she's going to the clinic and they're doing their own glutathione compound from a pharmacy, and so it's like who do you trust? I really don't know. I guess for some of us who are like control freaks, it might be better just to like control it yourself by your own glutathione. But like when it comes to like a glutathione like serum or like an IV or something, obviously I'm not going to be able to tell the difference between a pure glutathione and not. Like with the powders, yes, I can tell. I've used a couple of other ones. I know how they I guess I don't want to say melt, but how they dissolve. You can tell by color, you can tell by even just the composition of how much is there. So it's like I feel pretty confident in knowing what I'm getting. But like with like if it was just liquid, I wouldn't really. But again, that might be just me being a little cynical about it. But like I said, I just thought it was really interesting.